So I may have just gotten a really great deal on eBay. This is a really good deal. 9 starter decks, limited starter decks, just $25. And I went, wait, is this really nine decks for $25? That's $3 a deck. So yeah, that's phenomenal. Then I got this starter deck box for $50, $40 plus tax and shipping, $50. Now I'm like, no way. But this is only 25. This is even better. But this one, the decks are not sealed. And I asked him, I said, are the rares in there? He says, I don't know. Oh, look at this. It says $675 here. Somebody was trying to sell them. He said he doesn't know these were, it was his friend or his son, or I don't know who it was, who had these cards and are from back in the 90s, and he doesn't know what's in them. I said, they would be right behind the rule book. He says, I just opened all of them. Only one deck has a rule book in it. I have no clue what any of these cards are. I said, well, for $40, I'll take a shot. So we're going to see if these are just nothing and completely useless. These would be worth not even $2 per deck if that's the case. If they are non-tampered with, this is a great deal, as this is a great deal. It's 9 for $25. That's crazy. But this will be 12 for $40. Yeah, basically just as good, if not better. I'm not even sure which one is better because my math isn't like it used to be. My skills of multiplications and divisions aren't what they used to be. I'm too slow now. But what I'm really hoping is whoever owned these cards built some decks, and I'm about to open 12 constructed decks. Now, I think that's highly unlikely. I think most likely is these are starter decks that may or may not have been tampered with. The rares may or may not have been pulled. If the rares are pulled, oh well. So I'm not going to worry about these right now. We'll see what happens. Let's see what we've got. So everything here is just fine, to what you would expect. I don't need to separate them. It's no big deal. Are there any rares? That's the only question. Hey, Cliff, that's an uncommon. These I think are uncommon anyway. Well, there's a Whirlpool. Oh my goodness. 12 starter decks for $40. Frozen Lake is fine. Don't think I need any more. Could there be another rare in here? So that would mean he just left these as is. Another mountain is nice. A wall is nice. So yeah, I don't think there was a rare in there unless I somehow missed it. But we'll try. But I got a Whirlpool. That's fine. I'll take one rare per box. Let's see how we do. I could care less about these other cards. I don't need them. But these are the uncommons. That one's good. This is an uncommon. Aaron's Rod. Quicksand. I think Quicksand's rare. So that's 2. Did I miss one? Let me just go back here and look. Did I miss? I don't think I did. Pretty sure I didn't. I mean, these things have been sitting around for 30 years. It's like I don't know if I need more of those. I don't think so. It's likely that they were tampered with. There's no other rare. No, nothing. Okay. All right. Well, I'm happy. Aaron's Rod. I'll put these comments to the side, these uncommons to the side for the moment, to see if I really want any more. Probably don't. And I'm just showing you for those of you who want to see every card. I'm going to be. I'll give these away to anyone who wants them. If you're in the States, I'll just ship them to you. If you're in another country, you pay for the shipping. If you want these cards, all of them, other than I might keep some of the uncommons, but all of this, I'm not keeping anything here. Giving it away or throwing it away, it doesn't matter. Maybe I'll just take them to a store and donate them to a store. That might be a good thing to do, right? Don't know if the store will want them. Say, we don't want that. It's like, well, you can put them on the side. Somebody can there's the rule book. So who knows? Maybe they'll maybe they'll take them. Possibility. All right, let me put these back. Well, no, let me put those to the side. And I don't think there was anything else. Did I? Yeah, there was. There was one other over here, right? There was another mountain. I think that's uncommon. But I think I've got more than I need. All right. 1 rare, 2 rares. Let's see how we do. It's weird to open boxes that are not sealed. So Abby's kind of cool, but I don't think I need those. I like Sea Crops. I don't think I need another one, but maybe I'll add one more. Vines is okay. I mean, it's a cool card. Another Aaron's Rod. Wow, that's funny. Aaron's Rod is cool. It's not a great card unless you combine it with Frey, and then it's phenomenal. Frey and Aaron's Rod, folks. That's the deck to build for your wife. Build a Frey Aaron's Rod deck. Trust me on that one. You'll love it. Every turn, both players draw on their draw phase till they have 8 cards, and you can discard a card from your hand to give your dragon +1. Good luck, opponent, beating that. Yeah, you get 8 cards, but you can't discard them for bonuses. So, you know, I clearly have the advantage. All right, come on, rare. Good rare, good rare, good rare. Come on. Ooh, a forest. Boy, he must have been playing, because these cards are not, you know, in order of any kind. Oh, there appears to be no rare this time. Oh, no. Hey, I've already gotten 4. Oh, I take that back. That's one of the ones I want more of. Power Switch. There's a lot of rares that I don't necessarily want more of. I might take another moat. I like Giant. And Forest Fire, with my rewording of it, works is just fine. I think that's everything. Loki's cool too, actually, but I have tons of Loki. Oh, and another Cliff, yay, and an Osiris. Pretty sure those are both uncommon. Pretty sure. But yeah, if the 1 rare is Power Switch, I'm a happy guy. 40 bucks plus shipping, tax and shipping. A wall, a cliff, an Osiris. Yeah, I'm just going to pull them to the side and see what I've got. Another Forest Fire. Well, a castle and a Seth. This is working out really good. When you can find deals like this on eBay, it really is something else. I can't believe this guy gave up 9 sealed starter decks for $25. I guess he didn't know what he had. I guess he figured they were worthless. A lot of people think they were worthless, because after the card game died, they were worthless. I bought a Chameleon booster box at Gen Con for $30. A Phoenix was $20, and a Kingdom was $15. That's how much they were blowing them out for. If I could go back in time, I'd go, yeah, I'd like to buy all of your Wyvern right after the game died, and they were just getting rid of them. I would have been buying those things up like crazy, knowing what, especially Chameleon. Oh my God, $30, folks. Insane. Tunnel. All right, what are we going to hit this time? Are we going to get lucky? And these look like they're totally untampered with, but it looks like they weren't even played, because they're not in any kind of order. They clearly weren't separated, and yet they were opened. Amazing. Oh, Dragon Mother. This card I want to change and make it into a really cool card, because I love the way this looks. Got to make this into a better card. Anybody got an idea? How would you make this into a really coveted card for playing? Like you want that in your deck. Because I want Dragon Mother in my deck. Yes, Golden Fleece. Awesome. I have a bunch of those too. Well, not a bunch, but a decent amount. I'm not even going to add more walls. That's enough. We don't need any more walls. We don't need no stinking walls. All right. Do I want an Ozzy Dahaka? No. Ozzy Dahaka and Sea Crops. 2 strength flying dragons for 2. That's a decent dragon. Good enough for constructed. Certainly good enough for limited. Trap. I'll take more traps. Underwater cave. No. It's okay. I like Sean. I think Sean's a good card. I used to think Sean was no good. And I was like, what was I thinking? Hero. Oh boy. Oh, and Indra. Okay. Ooh. So not the best with that. Hero's cool, but nah. And I might as well look through these because, gee, what if he added a couple more rares to one of these decks? That would be a riot if he did. Absolute riot. Plus, there might be some good uncommons in here that I want. No. Didn't think so. All right, 5 to go. We shall see. He's got the cards in backwards. That's interesting. So he clearly took them out and looked at them. Another Seth. Ooh, and an island. And a clouds is cool. I like clouds. Especially with my rules with the terrain, you can't, non-scouts won't destroy them. They just get swapped out in the way we play. And when you change that rule to the non-scout dragon that hits it, that doesn't apply, instead of destroying it, it just swaps it out. The game is so much better because now you can play any terrain in your deck. You don't have to worry about it because worst case scenario is it will get swapped out. You could even play this card. You know, it's like, sure, I might get lucky, but I still wouldn't play this, but I could side it in. I'll keep it on the side because it is a good sideboard card. Stream. I think I'll always take more Stream. One of the best, if not the best terrain in the game. It's certainly top 3. Quicksand is up there. I don't need any more volcanic eruptions, even though that is uncommon. And that's all. I don't need more Celestial either. I have a ton of those. So yeah, I've got probably around 2,000 cards that I'm either going to donate or mail to people. So if anyone's interested, I'm already in the process of sending several hundred cards out to one particular person who contacted me. So if you're watching this video, I've got them packed. It's like, I don't know, between 300 and 500 cards. Maybe it's 600. I'm not sure. It's all in a box. I didn't really count it. I just went through the cards and pulled a little of this, a little of that. Because that was the easiest way to do it. I didn't want to give you like 10 of something. It's like, oh joy, you know. I tried to spread it out as best I could. And now I'm talking, so I'm forgetting what I'm looking at here. All right. I will not be that disappointed if there's no rares in here. I'm already quite pleased. A Doomsday. There we go. That should be a bunch. That card's got to be made into a better card. Let me move this so you can see. Well, let's do this. There we go. As my thing keeps tipping. All right. All good stuff. Ruins is cool, but don't need any more. Oh, another Ruins. That's interesting. Don't recall ever seeing 2 Ruins in a deck. So these probably have been tampered with somewhat. All right. Okay, let's see what we got. Come on, Apollo. That's one of the ones I want. I want any of the colored dragons, Basilisk, Grendel. I'll always take another Hurricane. How can you turn down a Hurricane? Such a good terrain, especially with my system. Now it's a great card. Just don't attack the back row if you don't want to hit it. Unless it's a scout. All bets are off. Man, this card's got to be changed into something good. I don't think it's any good. Does anybody think this card's any good? I think it could be made into something good. Like draw a card. That would help. Just that alone. I don't need another Mansion in the Sky. I've got like 20 of those. Plus I've got like 40 starter decks that I've already like minorly modified them, made them more playable, let's say. Because, you know, these starter decks aren't the most playable decks. You got to have at least 2 starter decks you can turn into one decent deck. If you do that, you're good. That's really all you need. 2 starter decks, and your opponent has 2 starter decks. make one deck from it, and there you go. You'll have a decent deck that plays well, and you can play for months. Well, let's just say hours of fun for an evening. Back and forth. And when you can buy them so cheap, I mean, you can just make a whole bunch of different kind of decks. It's great. This is such a fun game to play, and it's sad how many people don't know how good this game is. It's not as good as Magic the Gathering. I'm not saying that. Magic the Gathering is a phenomenal game. But look how ridiculous that game has gotten now. We got Spider-Man, and they're doing all kinds of silly stuff. Agitar is cool. Dragon Skin is cool. It's a neat card. I like it. All right, there we go. This card is, in my opinion, busted. It needs to be changed to 3 gold. Change that to 3 gold, and it's playable. Otherwise, we don't play it anymore. It's an unfair card, in my opinion. Ooh, this one's been beaten up. All right, so this one's been used, right? So this will be a constructed deck. Oh, if only these were constructed decks and they had like, 10, 20 rares in them. That would have been hilarious. If only. I used to think Gully was such a useless card. I still think it should say action or reaction, so that you can play it in the action phase or you can play it as a reaction anytime. That's what I think it should say. But it is a very good sideboard card. It's perfectly good. It just shuts down Magic Potion. It shuts down the help dragons. You can attack them. You can play Gully and then attack those help dragons, Vouvry, Phrygian, and Cynoprosopian. It just, then their ability is turned off. So it is a very needed card, which is why Heggie had it in his sideboard for the first year's tournament. Another, all bets are off. Ugh. Blech. Hey, a Frozen Lake. Underground Avalanche. Yeah, I don't think I need any more of those, but I'll take one more Osiris. I'll always take a Delphine. Ooh, Crevice got a little wear there. Darn. All right. So now we are going to open 9 sealed decks and hope to hit some good ones. I gotta say, those were pretty good. I didn't get any Snowstorm or Hall of Chivalry. Not that those are bad cards, but they are more common. Each of the rarities, common, uncommon, and rare, have 3 levels of rarity in this game, which is an odd thing they did. And Hall of Chivalry and Snowstorm are like more common rares. I guess that's how you would call them. I don't know what all are considered common rares. Clouds. Oh, probably. I might take another Clouds. I don't know. Definitely going to put it to the side, though. All right. 1 second. All right. Let's see what we get. We'll take the Clouds and the Island. Those are nice. Don't think there's anything else here I want. Don't think I need another Vines. We'll let that go. And we get a Ravens. That's fine. I'll take another Ravens. I'll take a Stranglehold. Those are cool cards to play. I might just soup up some of my starter decks with all these extra rares I'm getting. It might be worth it. Don't think there's going to be a thing in here. I'm sure everything here is common, right? Oh, that's uncommon, I think. Huh. Alrighty. So that one was fine. Not bad. I'll take, Ravens and Stranglehold. All right, I'm skipping the part where I cut open the box and stuff. I like Brushfire. I don't think I need another one, but I'll just put it there in case. I don't think I need another Forest Fire or another Giant, but those are all the uncommons, and I like them. Moat, I didn't think was any good. Hurricane, I'll take it, but it really is good. -2 to all non-flying, any non-flying dragon that hits it, and you get 2 gold. Jeez, these cards are just sliding. All right, Medea Spell and Steel Strength, sure. Take those all day. Those are great. Great cards. Steel Strength is one of the best cards to put in a starter deck because your opponent is playing Dwarven Armies, Fire Breathing, Magical Sword, Fireball, Firebolt. They're going to play these, and you can just steal it. It's just, that's devastating. But if your opponent isn't playing that stuff, and like if they've got a constructed deck and they're not using those strength modifiers, it's just going to sit there and do nothing for you. You're going to wish you had Magnetic Field instead. All right, next one. So do any of you guys have any house rules that you like to play that you'd like to share in the comments? I'd love to hear about them. There's this one girl I've talked to before. She was in the drawings a lot. She would take all of her cards and just make one big, massive deck with her whole collection, and her and her boyfriend would play together. I thought that was wild. I would love to watch it. All right, Cliff and another Cliff. Wow. All right, I'm not going to take any more of that or that. I don't need any more of those. We're good. I don't need another Forest Fire either. Wow, 2 Forest Fires. Archers, hey, Magnetic Field. There we go. There we go. That's what I want. That's the card you want. Any purple card, no. It just counters everything. And Archers is great. You can't go wrong with Archers. That was weird getting double Cliffs and double Forest Fire. This has got to all be common, right? Got to be. Except that Volcanic Eruption. Is that going to be in here again? Don't think so. Yeah. Okay. So I'd love to hear any house rules that any of you use. You've heard mine. If you haven't watched my Wyvern videos, I've gotten a few. We've experimented. We pumped up terrains. We added a -1 strength modifier and a gold to every terrain. I said, so no matter what the terrain says, it also says -1. So if it already said -1, it would be -2, and you add a gold. So all the 0 gold now say 1 gold. The 1 gold says 2. The 2 gold says 3. And that was pretty wild. It was like, yeah, terrains are pretty neat. But then, of course, scouts just kill them. But it was interesting to pump up terrains like that. And I've come up with attach a terrain as a third option in combat. Instead of attacking or swapping out, you can take a terrain from your front row and flip it over and attach it to a face-up dragon in your opponent's front row. Just attach it. And if it kills the dragon, so be it. And so far, I really like that rule. It has played really well for us. You have to be real careful. Do you really want to attack with that dragon in the front row? Well, you can't attack, and if it's not a flyer, it's the only way you can attack is the front row. And you just got to hope they don't have anything. Another stream. Take that. All right. Anything else? Nothing here. Nope. Vampire. I've come up with an alternate cost for Vampire, which I think makes the card better. Help from Beyond is just fun. Put that in a starter deck. That's a starter deck rare for me, in my opinion. Fun card. Love playing it. We've played it on video in one or two of our Wyvern games. Haven't made a video in a while. All right, a video of us playing. I will again at some point. Probably, most likely. Can't imagine why I wouldn't. All right. Well, I got another magnetic field out of the deal. That's good. I guess I'm just going to keep showing this. Now, let's pause. All right, so Mike Fitzgerald, if you somehow see this, I'd love to make second edition Wyvern with you. I hear that there are somebody bringing back Warlord. I played Warlord for a while. That was a fun game. And I think Wyvern might not last for a long time, but I don't think Warlord will necessarily either. But I bet you they make a lot of money in the initial sales. Well, Giant Ants is great. Dragon Egg is too expensive. I'd lower the cost of that and make it a good card because it's really a cool idea. But Giant Ants is awesome. I have a subterranean deck that uses 4 Giant Ants, but I can put them in a starter deck, or I can have a second subterranean deck. Actually, I do. I have a chameleon terrain deck. I use Giant Ants in that deck. Pretty sure I've got 4 in both decks. Pretty sure. But another one is welcome. Boy, I have not opened a rare, well, I guess I did. All bets are off, yeah, that I don't like. For the most part, I'm liking most of these rares that I'm opening, so that's pretty fortunate. So in addition to wanting more magnetic fields, I also want more basilisks, more grendels. I want to get more blue, the dragon blue, and more Apollo. I don't have as many of those as I'd like, but I have a good amount. There was something else. I can't remember now. Any of the colored dragons is more than welcome to show up. By all means, give me another one. 2 Lambton Worms, wow. And hey, Turn the Tables and another Seth. I'll take both. I like both of these cards. They're really good cards. Turn the Tables is just such a cool card. Can really frustrate your opponent with that card, but not always. If they've got a scout to attack with, they can just go in with a scout and say, okay, you're going to force me to attack that card. I'll hit a scout with it and see what it is. Because you assume that there's going to be a terrain and they're forcing you to attack into it. I think that's how that works, right? It doesn't have to be a terrain. You decide which card of yours, right? You must attack this card. Yeah, if you've got a scout and they don't know that, that's what I would do. I would just attack with the scout and hope for the best. Okay, I think I'm making my video on my phones. I'm not sure if this video is going to work. We'll see. Don't need another pit. Don't need another abbey. I don't think I need another sea crops, but I'll take one. And we get Invisibility and Oriental Princess. Cool. Invisibility is an interesting card. They say it's no good, but I think it can either be fixed or is kind of interesting just the way it is, but they called it a stupid card at Gen Con. They said, so if you open one, you get a free pack. You don't have to, we're not going to make you have to play with that. So I was like, please open Invisibility. I'll get a free pack for the tournament. I thought that was, no, I guess it's not really unfair. If you're not going to play Invisibility, which you're not going to play apparently in those tournaments. It is weird. It's a weird card. But I met a guy who said he loved playing it. And I was like, yeah, I could see how it might be fun. All right. Okay, Crevice. Pretty sure I don't need one, but I'll put it to the side for the moment. Another stream. Great. I really don't need any more streams. Really like Ladley Worm, but I don't need any more. Really like Mogre. Got a ton. Great Library, Nineveh. This is one of those that I don't think is all that rare, and it's just an okay card. But another Seth. Wow. Maybe Seth is more common than I realize. I think Seth is a very good card. I'd play it in a limited where you just open up starter decks. If I opened up a Seth, I'm playing it. I'm like, yeah, I'm helping them if the dragon's free. If it's a dragon and they don't have to pay for the dragon, yeah, I did help them. And that is more significant. It's more of a tournament card, but I'm fine playing it over because if I kill their terrain with Seth, that's very, very cool. And if I give them a free dragon, well, it's face up. It's face up now, so I think that is good enough. The reason being is you don't want to attack a face down card with a non-scout, but sometimes you have no choice and you have to. And turning up that dragon is significant. So it really does help in that sense. All right, what have we got here? Nothing of any uncommons that I'm interested in. Another power switch. Wow, that's cool. And there's that Hall of Chivalry. That's what I expected to see more of. Only had one. I like the Hall of Chivalry. I just think I don't know if it should cost one. I feel like it should cost one, but maybe it's justified. If you compare this with Turn the Tables, is this better? In one sense, maybe. I don't know. I'm just not sure. It's one of the coolest looking cards, that's for sure. I did a video on my favorite looking cards, terrains, dragons, treasures. I think there's several videos where I ranked what I feel are the best looking cards in this card game. All right, that's it. We'll see if this video works. Boy, it says 2952, then it says 43.21. I'm like, why does it say 43.21? What's 43.21? Well, I'm about to find out. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.